Hey everyone, I'm gonna be reviewing the latest full day of eating by SHAWSTRENGTH.
What's up guys, hope you all are doing well. As many of you know, I've got my first arm wrestling super match coming up on December 14th, so we are getting the diet dialed in for arm wrestling now, so it definitely will be a little bit different than what I have.
I only ever watched videos of Devin Larrett, I believe his name is, arm wrestling. He's entertaining, otherwise I don't really know anything about it.
Done in the past with strongman. So first thing in the morning, right out of bed, this is what I'm doing. I've got a cup of blueberries. I do like the blueberries to be frozen. I'm kind of weird with my blueberries and my grapes.
It doesn't matter that it says organic blueberries on the package, seeing as they are still sprayed. Berries are simply, in general, very sprayed and really shouldn't be consumed except if you're eating wild ones.
I do like those frozen, so I pulled those out of the freezer here. I'm gonna have 1 cup of those, and then alongside that I'm gonna have a protein shake, which will be a whey isolate protein shake using the Persist whey isolate from Undefined.
As always, nothing new, just simply consuming a waste product full of microplastics.
Nutrition, absolutely delicious. So with this, I get 2 scoops of protein, and I do round the scoops just a little bit, so this...
Man, you're teaching a whole generation, a lot of young guys watch him, to eat powders instead of real food. Do you even know what you're doing?
Will be, if they're perfectly level, 48 grams of protein, and since they're a little rounded, I like to think that it's just a touch over 50 grams of protein with the protein shake. So let's get this mixed up here, just like that, and then we will get a cup of blueberries. So I just have a cup to measure out here in the bag, just like that. Just throw them in right there. Beautiful.
Does anybody know why his voice is like that? It's really not normal. I assume that it's because the drugs shrink your testicles. That's my only explanation for it, because obviously he doesn't have a man's voice. He's also very severely obese. It's just very strange to listen to him and to watch him. It's like a big obese baby.
We'll get into it.
Was it good? It's yummy.
Blueberries and shake are down. Great start to the...
Blueberries and whey protein powder is very good and healthy.
I'm not mad about it. You see some snow outside. We got the Christmas tree up. So we extend the Christmas season and have fun with it. So we're going to get rocking with the rest of the day. But that is what I do first thing out of bed. Meal number 2 is a second breakfast. If you want to look at it that way, that's kind of what I say in my head. So with this, I get a protein option, I get a carb option, and then a veggie option. So the way that my diet is written by Nathan Payton is, it is a lot of variety. So I never get bored with my diet. And today I'm going to show you guys how I can incorporate that variety and how it fits into my life. Makes things super easy and convenient. So for my protein option, I'm going to go with eggs. So I have 6 eggs and then the equivalent of 6 egg whites. Veggie option, I'm going to go with...
Wait, what? It's all good with the eggs, but did he say that he had egg whites from the package? I don't get it. Why? Totally super weird.
Carrots. So I have 8...
Oh my god, he still eats the baby carrots. I can't. This guy's a joke. Oh my god. I already reviewed a video of his. I remember him eating the baby carrots and talking like a baby. He still does that.
Baby carrots. And then for my carb option with breakfast, I'm going to have a sourdough bread. So 3 pieces of this sourdough bread is my serving size. And then I will put a little bit of raspberry spread on the bread.
How do you talk like that? It's just even hard to try to imitate it. Eat the baby carrots and the bread.
To do it. So let's get started here with the eggs. So we got the 6 eggs in the pan there, and now we'll do the egg whites. So it's just under a cup of egg whites. Add some salt to the eggs.
Why do you add mini rocks to your eggs? Give one explanation.
While the eggs are cooking, I am going to get the bread toasted. Like I said, I get 3 pieces of sourdough.
Of grain sludge, that's what bread is. They grind up seeds make it into a powder, then into sludge with water and whatever added to it, and then your slave consume it. Cool, man.
Bread, and then I typically, while I am cooking, just eat my 8 carrots. So
you still haven't explained why you do it.
By the time the eggs are done, carrots are done, bread's done, and I can just jump into eating that. So eggs are done. Get those in the bowl here. Toast is done. Just throw a little bit of this raspberry spread on here.
Oh, little raspberry spread on the grain sludge. That's cute. Cute and very dumb. He said beautiful. There's nothing beautiful in this entire video.
So we've got that ready to go, but I'm actually going to take you guys right over here because I'm going to start working on preparing dinner as well. So what this is a brisket. And again, this is one of my protein options that I can have. Last night I trimmed this and got the seasoning on as well. So that looks absolutely beautiful. And
actually, that does look pretty nice.
All right, let's get in out of the cold and go eat breakfast now. I'm gonna throw a little bit of hot sauce on.
Look at how incredibly weak he looks. He's maybe even weaker than Eddie Hall. Imagine this kind of a guy in a natural fight outside. All that he can do is stand on a spot and arm wrestle. Yeah, of course, yeah. Because you're a slave doing a slave sport for slaves, obviously. It's only slaves who do that. But imagine him fighting in nature. Like I said, with Eddie Hall, I would need like 30 to 60 seconds. With him, 20 seconds probably. It's done already. He just couldn't do anything. There's just not even one scenario where he would be able to do anything to me. Just crazy. I mean, he's one of the weakest people on this earth.
All right, so we got the steak out. This is carne asada, so I just got a bunch of sides of carne asada, the broccoli to go with it, and then this.
Yeah, the meat looks good, but why do you eat flowers with your meat? When did humans ever in nature have meat and then think, oh, let's pick some flowers and eat them? Broccoli doesn't exist in nature, but I'm just generally talking about flowers. Crazy guy.
This one is the one that has all the rice. So what I've got here that I brought with me is just my food scale.
Brings a food scale to a restaurant. I just can't.
You notice there it has a logo, Be Great on it, and these will be coming soon. Definitely very exciting. So what I'm going to do here, just again to stay on track, the meat should be very close to what I need, but I also brought a Tupperware, and I'm just gonna throw it in here and make sure that I'm staying on track. Probably just gonna put all of this in.
Oh my God, what are you doing, man? Oh my God.
So we're good there. We're gonna be a little bit over with the broccoli, which is totally fine. Just under 20 ounces of meat. And obviously the broccoli went in there as well. I'm supposed to have 16 ounces of meat with this meal. And then my portion of rice is supposed to be 2 cups. And that to me looks pretty close to 2 cups of rice there. So we might be slightly off there, or maybe even a touch above with the meat, but that's...
He's like some kind of programmed robot slave where he needs to weigh everything and see exactly how many grams it is. He probably calculates the calories, I will just assume, but it's not gonna work because usually when you look at the calories, you look at raw food. When you eat cooked food, you can easily have 50% less calories, depending on how cooked the food is, and in this case it's pre-cooked. Therefore, these calculations would be wrong anyway. Whatever you're weighing there is useless.
That's a good spot to be right now, so I'm really happy to be able to find...
You're not happy, you don't even know what happiness is, seriously, man.
This on the road, and again, it's just a simple search. I know that this is part of what I can have, and then rice is pretty easy to find most places, so there's a lot of restaurants that would definitely work out in this situation, but this keeps me 100% on track, and I'm sure it's going to be delicious, so let's eat it.
Eats out of the freaking plastic instead of the dish. Just a mega slave.
So that was absolutely delicious. Very, very pleased with the choice. I think the meat portion felt like it was definitely a few ounces above what I needed. I needed 16 ounces cooked. And, again, with the broccoli, that came out to about 20. So, let's just say it was probably realistically more like, 17 or 18, which is a big portion because that's a cooked weight. And typically meat will lose a little bit in the cooking process. But
Ooh, wow, I'm surprised. He gets that. Somewhat, anyway.
But overall, very, very satisfied with that, and happy we stopped, and happy I'm on track. So we're going to get out of here and head back home. So we are back to check on the brisket. The internal temperature has reached 160 degrees, and it is looking gorgeous. So what I am going to do now...
Yeah, but now it looks just black, basically. I don't know about gorgeous. Gorgeous would be nice, juicy, raw.
Let it finish cooking. Be done in a few more hours now. So this is it's always a process with cooking.
If you cook meat for hours, there's just gonna be, for sure, no water-soluble vitamins left, but really hardly anything else also. It's really just a waste of such a big piece of meat.
But man, when they are done, totally worth it. So that's going to finish up nice, and that will be for dinner. But right now we've got to go in and get another meal in before dinner. So meal number 4, I get a protein, I get a fruit, and I get a veggie. So we're going to go trifecta, grass-fed bison, green beans, and then I'm going to...
Green beans. So many bodybuilders eat green beans. No explanation whatsoever as to why.
Do grapes. So I get 1 cup of green beans, 20...
Grapes are very sprayed. Otherwise, it would be fine.
Grapes, 12 ounces of bison. So what I like to do with the bison, when I can...
What you like to do is destroy it. Cook it, yeah?
And then to warm up the green beans, I actually like to throw them in just with the bison too. So it's one cup, so this is more than 1 cup.
Some heavy metals from the green beans, but as always, no explanation as to why he even eats them in the first place.
It just wants to fall apart.
I can't really tell. It looks kind of red, but really for the most part it's just completely cooked through. It has to be, if it was cooking for hours. Yeah, still looks good though. Good piece of meat, just kind of destroyed. Yeah, it looks very dry. Really, it's a pretty big waste. It just looks white, gray at this point. It's all been destroyed. Obviously, you destroy your food for hours, it's gonna end up looking like this. Black on the outside and white on the inside. Completely unnatural.
Look at that. Oh.
Really, it doesn't look that good. It looked good before when it was raw.
A little bit too much. So sad.
What is this? Does he have some kind of ED that he measures everything like that? Oh, little bit too much, little piece like that.
It's so sad to see someone would go back. So this is the final piece. So with this, protein is the brisket, carb is obviously the sweet potato fries, and the vegetable is green beans. So
why do you eat vegetables at all? Mate, seriously. Also, the green beans are a fruit.
I'm just gonna heat these up real quick. And then I think the fries are almost done. So we'll be good to go. So while we're waiting for the fries to finish up,
This guy's life is just a mess. And he looks like a mess. Also, consuming sweet potatoes often is going to lead to kidney stones. He consumes enough garbage already with oxalates.
Beautiful. So these are done. Green beans are warm.
Your life is done.
Now, so this is my next meal right there.
Man, you need to stop eating so much. Don't you see how your gut is protruding? It's about to explode. That's how it looks like.
All right, guys, that is dinner officially done. Brisket was good. Not my best ever, but I'm also very critical of myself. So it was
Clearly not. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing all of this to yourself.
a little bit dry, but that's all right. It was still
It looked very dry, that's true.
delicious. Green beans, sweet potato fries down the hatch, and now I've just got a shake and some more blueberries coming up, and that'll be my snack before bed. So definitely, you know, a bigger volume of food, as you can see, and especially with the 16-ounce portion sizes after cooking, you know, that really comes out to probably, you know, probably more like 1.5 pounds, if not even a little bit more pre-cooking weight. So it's a large quantity of meat, definitely in lunch and dinner. And
Oh, was he talking about the weight before? Not actually the calories? I thought that he understood that. Maybe he doesn't understand it after all. He understands that the weight of the food becomes less in the case of the meat because the water leaves the meat, but not the calories themselves. I don't know if he really actually gets it.
another really cool product. So this is super powerful. I know that some of these things, very underpowered, don't work very well, but check this out when it comes to the power of this. It's wild, like almost spill it out of the cup. But that mixes, the collagen mixes really easily, so.
Why does he use collagen? Does he realize that he looks super old, or what is the reason? Must be. Why does anybody think, I should get a collagen powder? I never thought of that. Must be people who believe that they look old.
Super powerful there. And then another cup of blueberries, just like that.
Half of the food he eats is frozen.
They are frozen. I like them much better that way. So grapes and blueberries, that's apparently my frozen thing. So I've got my collagen shake, frozen blueberries. That is how I wrap up the day.
This video was a bit torturous for me. Watching this guy destroy his food all day long, it doesn't even seem like he realizes it. Hey, at least he eats quite a lot of meat. Could be way worse. I've seen a lot worse when it comes to so-called bodybuilders. He used to do a lot of powerlifting, I believe, and now he does arm wrestling. Yeah, do whatever you want as a slave. You will still always feel empty doing this. Or do you think that you're gonna get some kind of fulfillment out of it? Standing there with other losers, seeing who can push the other one's arm to the other side first. Okay, then you win. Wow, cool. Okay, what did you achieve? You have destroyed your body. You look incredibly old. You look weak. As I said, you would never in a million years win a fight against pretty much anybody on this earth in a natural environment, just because of how weak he is. All that he can do is stand and lift metal. He can hardly even move. Technically, by definition, he has a disability because he's unable to move freely. You can see the way he even has trouble walking around. Even walking, which humans can naturally do with ease. It's really a terrible life. You can only really feel sorry for him, if anything. It's a really sad life. He really messed up his life big time. If there is such a thing as a failed life, then you just saw that in this video. Ugh. Ugh. He would have to lose a lot of weight, start eating way more raw food, cut out the vegetables for no reason. In this case, the green beans are technically a fruit, but he does eat garbage vegetables for no reason whatsoever. Just because he's brainwashed, he doesn't understand why he does it. And obviously the shrinkage of his so-called manhood, I know what manhood means, but still it's part of it, is also not gonna come back. It never does. And I think that that's what you can also hear. Oh, this is bad. And he just has no meaning whatsoever in his life. That's why he's just trying to do something new all the time, because it's already over. Wow, this is one of the worst. Thanks for watching.